They were right. Meet the new boss. He was the old boss. You should have learned by now. It's an invasion of human rights to propose their essence and seek faults in crazy rambunctiousness and restrained violence, unless peacekeepers are well worth the while being overheard by the statutory states of brand-marketed hellos and quirky smiles, with the all-aboard mature people saying, "Say your values and your weakness first," as a quadruple thing of a jugs Bermuda Triangle of a saturated fat oozing through the mainstream with love killers brandishing the remote controls and changing cute clouds into nice replicas of their own drones, recalling the progressive states of the wilderness, calling in back time 55 years of Sajetsa with unfurls of greatness, prejudiced by the essential patronization of love's hate as a torrid, intrepid of normality's disdain, in faint heart within the addressful mind, to clear the mismatched sonic characteristics of Chestertons over Winstons or Marlboros, with satellites volumes for bedfellows. But one day the Herculean essence of freedom will be soothed by the tempered altruisms of whims flagellated and blown apart by the showers of rose tabernacles and champagne ruses, with the recurrence of reluctance over cortege of barbaric minds, over the where lifted gates of supply in the caress left reading in between the minds of a burdened man, with the ecstatic truance of faith in recoiling faith in inward looting with the standards of externalized defeats, well dehumanized depth internalizing his teller's rigidity, like while being charged with his childish innocence of the mainstream's delectability and forthcoming wonder. With that system of idling friendship for breakfast, with a quirky and absinthe being nothing in abstractive terms, but rather immersed symbolism with fruitful flavors and formulas to specify a cabaret in a coroner's belief in courting nurses who believe in being projected upon the stars that were quirky or girly, a curious affair for a baby Johnson shampoo, who found everybody's own worldly being was told to quit drinking with the vibratory wheel, formative states, enrolling the plain men, and with wizardry scope and reason, with formative clearness and the scope of his own violent reprimands, and the bane of the world, lively hope, with the kindred spirit of care over burdened hosts of dungeons of schizophrenia at his elevated summits of Jesus' forgiveness, and his own one day departure from this ecstatic cling of rapture. I love everyone, so believe in that, and you can just believe anything, Mr. Johnson, and please believe in me. With the chronic days off for a change, with the lordly lures of home, great acquaintance with the continuance of spiritual rambunctiousness, enclosed within four walls of dreary dungeons, but capable of collecting the corporate tobacco, the corporate caring, and the cultural propagation which the logistical demands spread forth from, and has peace without the sound of befuddlement of violent, upbringing scaling. This hope of a little man's coping with a wall of sound, artificially spitting forth from his overburdened lips, with hallucinative drudgery, and vision search for multilinguality, is pushing for no more inspection that is his proposal of cruelty to no longer be the escapades which he ditches. He already told his soul he stole his story for a bit, with a good point at times, looking with a looking within from a non-violent prison, with the hope of just see the river without the wellness of the gilded of perpetual universes, birthdays, days off, within the suicidal plains of addiction, which was in his fiction.